Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Am I audible properly to all of audio?
Yes, sir.
Am I audible? Okay, so in this lecture we will discuss about the next application layer protocol, that is SNMP basically. Yeah. So I think it is visible to all of you. Visible, eh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you heard about SNMP protocol? This is
No,
another application layer protocol. Have you ever heard about SNMP protocol?
no, sir.
Okay. SNMP exactly is a uh, simple network management protocol basically. Clear? It is a type of protocol you can say in which the system is managed, means the complete network will be managed through a manager. Clear? So we have a agent and the manager relationship. So in the agent part, we have a router, switches, eh, and clients are there. But while in case of manager, we have a server that monitors the each router, switches, and whatever is that are connected with that. Yeah. So exactly the manager exactly deals with the whole system. Clear? If any type of problem arises in the in between the uh, yeah, we can say if the problem arises with the any kind of agent like sir here, so it can deal with that, and it will try to resolve that problem. Clear? So I think only you are connected. Most of them are not connected till now.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Maybe they will be coming in 5 minutes.
I have shared the I have shared the information regarding class in the group also. Morning, ma'am. So now, if I talk about the introduction SNMP protocol, basically. So is what simple network management protocol is by far. So the key reason for its this is a major or we can, this is a key point. A key region has the spread acceptance. Clear? So beside being the chief internet standard for network management, is its relative simplicity. It is much more simple. Clear? So now, if you see, this is how the system will basically exist. So we have a magnetic console. You can see we have a system. It is working as a manager. So we have a system that is working as a magnetic console basically, or it is a manager, and we have a systems that are connected with this. So you can see we have a router, clear, server, switches, and some suppose Drucker type there to this magnetic console, management console, clear. So management console exactly connect with all these type of agents through which it can communicate, clear. So SNMP services is provided. So now if we come to the next part, okay. So next one is what is SNMP. So if we talk about the definition part of this, clear. So SNMP is used for basically collecting information from network devices. So like servers, switches, hubs, printer and routers on an internet protocol network. Clear? So it is used basically for the collecting information from network devices like servers, switches, जो कि अभी हम लोग देख रहे थे. We have a management console basically, which is responsible to take the signals from the connected devices like routers, servers, switches, and other things. Clear? So it is used for collecting information from network devices like servers, switches, hubs, printers, and routers on an internet protocol network. It is a popular protocol for network management. Clear? So it is the part of transmission control protocol that belong to the TCP/IP protocol suite. So the connection establishment is basically a type of TCP/IP type network. Clear? Now, if I talk about the SNMP management, so SNMP management has become the dominant standardized network management scheme that is used today. The SNMP set of standards basically provides a framework for the definition of management information along with a protocol for the exchange of that information. So SNMP model assumes the existence of managers and agents. So to establish a relationship for the SNMP model, so there should be a manager and the agent relationship. Clear? The agent consists basically routers, switches, and modem like this, so that they can exchange the information to the manager. Clear? So how does SNMP work basically? It is a simple network management protocol. So you can see we have a diagram. So you have a manager that is dealing with the agent. So if some agent is having some issue with the messaging, so it can deliver the information to the manager, or if router having some issue, then it can directly send the signal to the manager that it is overloading with the data or packets. Clear? So so it can send the message. So how does SNMP work? So simple network management protocol use for monitoring of network attached device for any conditions that warrant administrative attention. Basically, for example, all of the following devices can use SNMP for managing devices on IP network. So network router, network switches, printer, NAS server, ADSL, ISP router or link modem, Linux, clear, Unix, Windows servers, they are all used. Clear? Now, what are the SNMP component? This is very important. So SNMP component के अंदर आपके दो पार्ट आएंगे, एक तो SNMP मैनेजर और दूसरा एजेंट भी इसी का पार्ट होता है. क्लियर? सो SNMP मैनेजर की बात करें तो मैनेजर और मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम इज a separate entity that is responsible to communicate with the SNMP agent. Clear? So you can see we have a SNMP manager which is entitled to communicate with the SNMP agent one by one. Clear? So ये किसी से भी communicate कर सकता है. It is responsible to communicate with the agents implemented network devices. So this is typically a computer that is used to run one or more network management systems. So SNMP manages key functions, queries agents and get responses from agent. So these are the functions exactly. So SNMP manages key functions here. Then queries agent means if there is some query by the agent, so it will be transferred to the management entity so that it can resolve the issue. Clear? Also, it gets the response from the agent. If agent is suppose a router is there and a router is suppose overloading with the packet, so it will just convey the information to the management entity that it is overloading with the packet. So management will decide either to drop the packets or somehow it will try to manage the packet. Clear? So SNMP या तो वो सर्विस को स्टॉप कर देगा पर्टिकुलर राउटर के लिए उस टाइम पे जिससे कि पैकेट स्टील हो सके. Clear? Now, the if I talk about the SNMP components, so you can see manage devices and then SNMP agent. These two are the SNMP component. So managed device or the network element is a part of the network, basically that requires some form of monitoring and management. For example, routers, switches, servers, workstations, printers. These are what kind of managed devices जिनको manage किया जा रहा है, ठीक है? And SNMP agent are what? SNMP agent is a program that is packaged within the network element. Enabling the agent allows it to collect the management information database from the device locally and makes it available to the SNMP manager when it is queried for. Now, what are the key functions of SNMP? So this is important. So if I talk about the key functions of SNMP, basically, so first of all, it collects management information about its local environment. So whatever is given into the local environment, messages are communicated in the local environment, is collected by the management, then stores and retrieves management information as defined in the MIB. Clear? So जो भी management information के पास जो भी information है, that will be stored and retrieved, that will be as defined in the MIB. Clear? That is what management information base. Clear? So now the next one is the signals and event to the manager. This is the third one. That is the key function of the SNMP. Means signals and event to the manager. Fourth one is act some non-SNMP manageable network mode. The SNMP architecture basically. So now the next one is the SNMP architecture. सभी को दिख रहा है ये क्लास सभी को
Yes,
दिख
sir.
रहा है ये हेलो
Yes, sir. Show हो रहा है.
okay so this is exactly your SNMP architecture. If you see this architecture basically, so we have a management system that are connected with the SNMP agents. Clear? They may be router and other devices. So you can say SNMP agents are connected with the managed objects basically, and the management stations can transmit and get the signals, that is queries and command responses that will comes from the SNMP agent from all sides. जितने भी SNMP agent लगे होंगे जो कि मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम से कनेक्टेड स्टेशन से कनेक्टेड है, they can exchange the signals like queries and command. Clear? So basic commands of SNMP is what? कुछ कमांड्स है जो SNMP यूज करता है जो भी सिग्नल ट्रांसमिशन में, जैसे आपका गेट कमांड है, ठीक है? गेट गेट का मतलब क्या होता है? गेट ऑपरेशन इज ए रिक्वेस्ट दैट इज सेंट बाय द मैनेजर टू द मैनेज डिवाइस. इट इज परफॉर्म टू रिट्रीव वन और मोर वैल्यूज फ्रॉम द मैनेज डिवाइस. तो गेट सिग्नल क्या है? गेट सिग्नल भेजने का मतलब है कि वो इंफॉर्मेशन को रिट्रीव कर रहा है जो भी डिवाइसेस वहां पे अवेलेबल है, ठीक है? Whatever is the managed devices that are available, it will retrieve the information. uh, so it will use the get command. Clear? So get command के थ्रू वो जो भी information है मैनेजर मैनेज डिवाइस से get कर सकता है. The next one is the get nest. Get nest is also similar to the get, but this operation is similar to the get. Then the significant difference is that the get nest operation retrieves the values of the next OID. और OID is what? Object identifier. ठीक है? तो जो भी MID ट्री है उसमें जो नेक्स्ट ऑब्जेक्ट आइडेंटिफायर की इंफॉर्मेशन है वो नेक्स्ट से हमको मिल जाएगी गेट नेक्स्ट कमांड से, ठीक है? तो जैसे मान लीजिए एक आपने इन सिग्नल्स एक इंफॉर्मेशन आपके पास ऑलरेडी जा चुकी है किसी भी मैनेज डिवाइस से, एंड यू सपोज फर्दर एक्सेस फॉर द नेक्स्ट गेट next command or request, so you will use the get next command for the next object identifier. Clear? इसके बाद आता है get bulk. Get bulk क्या है? Get bulk operation is used to retrieve voluminous data from large MIB table. Clear? सो बल्क में अगर आपको डेटा चाहिए, जैसे अभी हम लोग स्ट्रीम ऑफ बाइट्स की बात कर रहे थे, नाउ सपोज यू वांट टू access, या manager want to access the data in the bulk, so it will send the get bulk command to, to retrieve voluminous data from the large MIB table. Now what are the benefits regarding SNMP protocol? So SNMP basically, if I talk about the benefits, so first one is the control. So this benefit of running an SNMP compliant application include the abilities to prevent, detect and correct network related issues. So ये इसका एडवांटेज है कि जो भी नेटवर्क रिलेटेड इश्यूज होते हैं सिस्टम में, इट इज जस्ट मैनेज एंड कंट्रोल बाय द SNMP प्रोटोकॉल. जैसे ओवरबर्डिंग ऑफ द पैकेट्स मे बी हैंडल बाय द SNMP protocol. Clear? So it just avoid to smooth the transmission of the packet to any overburdened router. Clear? So this is the major advantage. So it just control the system. Clear? Popularity में क्या है? So I talk about the popularity. Then SNMP is a virtually supported by every enterprise network equipment manufacturer in the world. Clear? Efficiency. So SNMP also utilize the user datagram protocol to deliver packets called protocol data units. वैसे तो ये TCP प्रोटोकॉल के लिए डिजाइंड है, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं कि UDP को सपोर्ट नहीं कर सकता. ये UDP को भी सपोर्ट कर सकता है फॉर वायरलेस टाइप ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन. क्लियर? या वी कैन से UDP exactly stands for what? User datagram protocol. Here, in which no connection is there, so connectionless services may also deal with this SNMP protocol. Now the limitations की बात करें, so what are the limitation? It's simplicity. So simplicity means because SNMP uses UDP, भी यूज करता है UDP प्रोटोकॉल को एज इट्स ट्रांसमिशन प्रोटोकॉल, so it lacks many reliability and security issues most of the time. अगर ये UDP को यूज कर रहा है तो it will lacks many reliability and security issues. If I talk about the security concern, so security has been a big concern with SNMP version 1 and version 2 protocol. It neither provides adequate security features such as management messages authentication and message authentication and encryption. So this may also be affected somehow. So securities are the major challenge also with the SNMP protocol, because the agents directly send signals to the manager or management device. So in between the signal transmission, there may be the corruption of data, or there may be the dropping of packets. So security is the major issue here. Or anyone can, any other device can replace the data, original data, or interchange the content of the data. Clear? So that may be very much challenge with the SNMP protocol. Alternatives में बात करें तो common management information protocol, that is CMIP, is another alternative to network management. Clear? So if I talk about the SNMP security, so security basically belong to the lack authentication. So it is just vulnerable to the variety of security threats, vulnerable to the masquerading modification of information. Clear? Time modification, message sequencing and discolorers. So तो ये सारे इश्यूज होते हैं जो मैसेज के अंदर किया जा सकता है, जैसे मॉडिफिकेशन, टाइम मॉडिफिकेशन, उसका टाइम भी चेंज कर सकते हैं, सीक्वेंस भी चेंज कर सकते हैं, ये डिस्क्लोज भी कर सकते हैं. तो ये सारी प्रॉब्लम्स अराइज होती हैं सिक्योरिटी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से. जो भी सिग्नलिंग एक्सचेंज होता है एजेंट एंड मैनेजर के बीच, तो मैसेज सीक्वेंसेस एंड टाइमिंग मॉडिफिकेशंस occur when an entity who is unauthorized recorder delays or copies and later replace a message generated by an authorized entity. So is it clear to all of you? So if I talk about the conclusion part of this, so implementing the SNMP technology, companies have again demonstrated its desire to to provide customers with the best suited and most cost-effective solutions available. The second point is the widespread light protocol is easy to deploy and usable, which allows terminals to be integrated into an existing SNMP environment if needed. Clear?
Yes.
So SNMP का concept clear हुआ आप लोग को? Do you all have been cleared with the SNMP concept in the application layer?
Yes, sir.
So simply जैसा इसका नाम है, it is a network management protocol, तो ये exactly सिस्टम को मैनेज करता है. ठीक है, जैसे मान लीजिए कहीं किसी राउटर, क्योंकि हमारा सिग्नल तो राउटर स्विचेस लैन और वैन इस तरह से हमारा ट्रांसफर सिग्नल ट्रांसमिट होता है, तो ये सारे एक्सेसिंग डिवाइसेस से, तो अगर हमारे सिस्टम में फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी लानी है, तो जो भी इसका मैनेजर एंड है जहाँ से सिस्टम मैनेज हो रहा है, उसको सारे डिवाइसेस को स्मूथली चेक करना होगा वन बाय वन, that if is any router or any switch or any other device which is connected in between the sender and receiver is somehow ओवर मतलब ओवरवेल्म्ड है या फिर उसको कुछ ज्यादा डेटा मिल गया है, तो उसको कैसे हम उसको मैनेज करेंगे. तो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द SNMP प्रोटोकॉल. ठीक है. नाउ वी कम टू द नेटवर्क सिक्योरिटी. ठीक है, तो नेटवर्क सिक्योरिटी इज हाउ डील विद द नेटवर्क सिक्योरिटी इन एप्लीकेशन लेयर. So I'm just sharing you the file related to this. So you all know about the cryptography basically. Clear? Hello? So you all know about the cryptography basically.
Yes, sir.
Cryptography deals with the network security. Clear? So can anyone explain about the basics of the cryptography? How the cryptography evolved into the system? Clear? How the network management और नेटवर्क सिक्योरिटीज में कंसर्न. क्लियर? कोई बताएगा?
सर क्रिप्टोग्राफी
Some
में
brief
ओरिजिनल
information if you have, then you can tell me.
सर
Okay.
क्रिप्टोग्राफी में ओरिजिनल मैसेज को हम लोग एनकोडेड मैसेज में कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं यूजिंग अ की, और उसी एनकोडेड मैसेज को हम लोग रिसीवर एंड पे जब भेजते हैं तो उधर डिक्रिप्ट कर लेते हैं यूजिंग सेम की और डिफरेंट की. दो टाइप की होती है, पब्लिक की और एक प्राइवेट की.
Good. Okay. Anyone else जो हमें बताएगा कि क्रिप्टोग्राफी क्या होता है सिस्टम में, कैसे इसको इवॉल्व करते हैं. I just want some answers from your side also. You all have been studied somewhere else regarding network security. So cryptography is very generalized, exactly topic that you have heard anywhere. I think so. So if you have any idea, someone have any idea, as Siddhant has also told that it is a type of public key and a private key type cryptography. So can anyone else also tell me about the introduction part of this cryptography, a basic information? I just some answers from your side. Actually, the topic basically belong to the computer science and IT students basically. But we all are now in the present scenario. We all are aware with the data transmission with the security. Clear? So if we talk about the security concern, so cryptography plays a vital role. Exactly. Clear? So. If you talk about the introduction part as seen on your front screen, if you see, so computer data often travels from one computer to another. You all know. We exactly transmission is done from one system to another system, leaving the safety of its protected physical surroundings. Clear? So once the data is out of hand, people with bad intention could modify or forge your data. Clear? If somebody is in between the data transmission is there, so they can forge or modify your data, which is the original content that will be changed into the modified form, and your original data will get lost, so integrity may also be affected. So this is a major challenge with the system that which will be deal of. Clear? So either for amusement for their own benefits. Clear? So cryptography can reformat and transform our data, making it safer on its trip between computers. Clear? So cryptography क्या है? It can reformat and transform your data. Reformatting कैसे करते हैं? कि जो भी हमारा plain text होता है, we have a two type of text, plain text and cipher text. Clear? So plain text को हम किसी फॉर्म में encrypt करके उसको cipher text में convert कर देते हैं. So we use the encryption method on the sender side to convert that particular plain text into the cipher text. So उसको convert करने के लिए हम क्या करते हैं? We use some cryptographic key also and some encryption algorithm. Clear? So key जो हम use करते हैं that is a type of private key which is shared between sender and receiver, that is identify for the particular message. Clear? जिनको हमने identify किया हुआ है उस particular message के लिए they can share the same secret key through which they can uh, uh, access the message that is transmitted. Clear? So वो key का help से वो message को access कर सकते हैं. If they lose their key or if they have some other key except that particular key जिससे वो message encrypt किया गया है, तो they cannot detect the message. Clear? So this is a major point of concern with the cryptography. So it reforms, yeah, it reformat and transform our data, making it safer on its trip between computers. So the technology is based on the essential of secret codes, augmented by modern mathematics that protects our data in powerful ways. Now, if we talk about the computer security, the generic name for the collection of tools designed to protect data into threat hackers. Clear? Network security की बात करें तो it measures to protect data during the transmission. Internet security की बात करें तो it measures to protect data during the transmission over a collection of interconnected network. Now, how the security attacks, services and mechanisms uh, are there? So कैसे ये हमारा system respond करेगा? So if I talk about to access the security needs of an organization effectively, the manager responsible for security needs some symmetric ways of defining the requirements for security and characterization of approaches to satisfy those requirements. So one of the approaches is to consider three aspects of information security. Clear? तो तीन एस्पेक्ट हैं. जैसे पहला है आपका सिक्योरिटी अटैक. क्लियर? So if we talk about the security attack, so any action that comprises the security of information owned by an organization that may under the category of security attack. Clear? So अगर कोई भी compromise आप कर रहे हैं security related means transmission से related information के, तो that will in the category of security attack. The security mechanism is what? A mechanism that is designed to detect, prevent, or recover from a security attack. Then you will get a mechanism that is designed to detect that particular attack, then prevent from that attack and recover from a security attack. So security devices की बात करें, the service that enhances the security of the data processing systems and the information transfers of an organization. The services are intended to counter security attacks and they make use of one or more security mechanisms to provide the service. Now, if we talk about the basic concept regarding cryptography, these are few terms that is used. So, if you define the cryptography, as I have earlier also told you that cryptography is the art or science that encompassing the principles and methods of transforming an intelligible message into one that is unintelligible. Clear? And then retransferring the message back to its original form. ठीक है? So this is the definition of the cryptography. Now इसमें कुछ term है जैसे आपके use होते हैं जैसे plain text. Clear? Plain text की हम बात करें तो plain text is the ओरिजिनल इंटेलिजिबल मैसेज। आर यू गेटिंग? प्लेन टेक्स्ट क्या होता है? ये हमारा ओरिजिनल मैसेज है जो हम लोग टाइप करते हैं या जो सेंड करते हैं। क्लियर? तो इसके बाद साइफर टेक्स्ट की बात करें तो साइफर टेक्स्ट क्या होता है? दिस इज द ट्रांसफॉर्म मैसेज। जब हम उसको एनक्रिप्ट करते हैं तो जो ट्रांसफॉर्म मैसेज होता है वो हमारा साइफर टेक्स्ट कहलाता है। इज इट क्लियर? द थर्ड वन इज द साइफर। साइफर क्या होता है? Cipher an algorithm for transforming an intelligible message into one that is unintelligible by transposition and or substitution methods। ये methods हैं जो यूज किए जाते हैं उसको बनाने के लिए, ठीक है, साइफर टेक्स्ट में कन्वर्ट। की बात करें, की इज व्हाट? सम क्रिटिकल इंफॉर्मेशन यूज्ड बाय द साइफर known only to the sender and receiver। की जो हमारी यूज होगी वो सेंडर और रिसीवर दोनों को पता होगी, ठीक है। एनसाइफर क्या होता है? एनसाइफर इज दैट इज एनकोड द प्रोसेस ऑफ कन्वर्टिंग प्लेन टेक्स्ट टू साइफर टेक्स्ट यूजिंग ए साइफर एंड ए की। If I talk about decipher, this is the process of converting cipher text back into plain text using a cipher and a key. If I talk about the cryptanalysis, the cryptanalysis is exactly the study of the principle and method of transforming an unintelligible message back into the intelligible message without knowledge of the key, also called the code breaking। कोड ब्रेकिंग के थ्रू भी आप उसको अनइंटेलिजिबल मैसेज को इंटेलिजिबल मैसेज में ब्रेक कर सकते हैं इफ यू डोंट हैव द एनी इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट द की। क्रिप्टोलॉजी क्या होता है? क्रिप्टोलॉजी इज व्हाट रिलेटेड टू द बोथ cryptography and crypto analysis। If you talk about the code, an algorithm for transforming an intelligible message into an unintelligible one using a code book, ठीक है। सो तीन इंडिपेंडेंट डायमेंशंस में हम क्रिप्टोग्राफी को डिफाइन करते हैं या डिवाइड करते हैं। पहला होता है टाइप ऑफ ऑपरेशन यूज फॉर ट्रांसफॉर्मिंग प्लेन टेक्स्ट टू टाइपर टेक्स्ट। दूसरा है द नंबर ऑफ कीज यूज। क्लियर? एंड द थर्ड वन इज द वे इन विच द प्लेन टेक्स्ट इज प्रोसेस्ड। क्लियर? इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द टाइप ऑफ ऑपरेशन यूज फॉर ट्रांसफॉर्मिंग प्लेन टेक्स्ट टू साइफर टेक्स्ट, तो उसमें हमने आपको बताया था कुछ एनक्रिप्शन एल्गोरिथम यूज होती हैं जिससे हम प्लेन टेक्स्ट को साइफर टेक्स्ट में कन्वर्ट करते हैं। तो वी आर जनरली हैव टू जनरल प्रिंसिपल। पहला है सब्स्टिट्यूशन। सब्स्टिट्यूशन में क्या होता है? इन विच ईच एलिमेंट इन द प्लेन टेक्स्ट इज मैप्ड इनटू अदर अनदर एलिमेंट। मतलब जो भी एलिमेंट होगा, जैसे वन बाय वन हम बिट बाय बिट इंफॉर्मेशन को दूसरे एलिमेंट में कन्वर्ट कर देंगे या दूसरे बिट्स में कन्वर्ट कर देंगे, मैप कर देंगे। इंफॉर्मेशन वो वही कैरी करेगा लेकिन वो ट्रांसमिशन के रिगार्डिंग उसको हम चेंज कर देंगे, ठीक है। और सेकंड होता है ट्रांसपोजिशन, जिसमें हम क्या करते हैं? एलिमेंट्स इन द प्लेन टेक्स्ट आर रीअरेंज। रीअरेंज का मतलब है जो सीक्वेंसिंग है उसको हम रीअरेंज कर देते हैं दूसरे अरेंजमेंट में। जैसे आपका कोई नेम है उसको आप उसको सफल कर दीजिए, अल्फाबेटिकली सफल कर दीजिए, दिस इज रीअरेंज। क्लियर? दिस इज अनदर मेथड हाउ यू कैन चेंज द प्लेन टेक्स्ट टू अनदर फॉर्म और साइफर टेक्स्ट। द नंबर ऑफ कीज यूज, की जो हम यूज करते हैं, द सेंडर एंड रिसीवर यूजेस सेम की, देन इट इज यूज टू बी सिमेट्रिक की। सिमेट्रिक की अगर होगा मतलब है कि अगर सेंडर एंड रिसीवर दोनों एक ही की को यूज कर रहे हैं। तो दूसरा होता है, इसी को सिमेट्रिक की को हम कन्वेंशनल इंक्रिप्शन मेथड भी कहते हैं, ठीक है। सेकेंड होता है इफ द सेंडर एंड रिसीवर्स यूजेस डिफरेंट कीज, इट इज देन यूज टू बी पब्लिक की। पब्लिक की इंक्रिप्शन बोलेंगे। पहले वाले को आप प्राइवेट की बोल सकते हैं या सिमेट्रिक की बोल सकते हैं। सेकेंड वाला जो मेथड है दैट इज आल्सो नोन एज पब्लिक की। ये और द थर्ड वन इज द वे इन विच द प्लेन टेक्स्ट इज processed। A block cipher processes the input and blocks of element at a time, producing output block for each input block। Clear? So this is some terminology regarding। Okay, stream cipher क्या होता है? Stream cipher processes the input element continuously, producing output element one at a time as it goes along। ठीक है? What is crypto analysis? Crypto analysis का मतलब क्या है? It is a process of attempting to discover X or K or both is known as crypto analysis। So the strategy used by the crypto analysis depend on the nature of the encryption scheme and the information available to the crypto analyst. Clear? So there are various type of crypto analytical attacks based on the amount of information known to the just wait, amount of information. Uh, okay, if you see, there are various type of crypto analytic attacks. तो हमारा पहला है जैसे साइफर टेक्स्ट ओनली दैट इज नोन प्ले टेस्ट फिर चूजन प्ले टेस्ट देन चूजन साइफर टेक्स्ट क्लियर नाउ इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द डायग्राम क्लियर हाँ एक कुछ आपको और भी ध्यान रखने व्हाट आर द सिक्योरिटी सर्विसेज सो इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द सिक्योरिटी सर्विसेज तो सिक्योरिटी सर्विसेज में आपका आ जाएगा कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी इज द मोर कह सकते हैं important service in this domain. It ensures that the information in a computer system and transmitted information are accessible only by the reading by authorized parties. तो जो भी authorized parties हैं केवल वही उसको send access कर सकें. तो this is called the confidentiality of the message or system. ठीक है जैसे printer हो गया displaying and other forms of disclosures. Clear? Authentication में क्या है it ensures that the origin of a message or electronic document is correctly identified with an assurance that the identity is not false. Okay, so this is the authentication. Then the integrity ensures that only authorized parties are able to modify computer system assets and transmitted information. केवल जो authorized parties हैं वही इसको modify कर सकते हैं मैसेज को और कोई नहीं कर सकता. This is called the integrity. So modification includes writing, changing status, ठीक है, defining modification include writing, changing status, deleting, creating or delaying or replying of transmitted message. Non-repudiation क्या होता है कि it requires that neither the sender nor the receiver of a message be able to deny the transmission. कोई भी deny नहीं कर सकता. Clear? ना तो sender ना receiver of a message. Then next one is the access control. It requires that access to information resources may be controlled by or the target system. Availability is what requires that computer system assets be available to authorized parties when needed. Clear? Now, डिजिटल सिग्नेचर कुछ मेथड्स हैं जो आप लोग ध्यान दे सकते हैं जैसे हम लोग यूज करते हैं सिस्टम को एनक्रिप्ट करने के लिए जैसे होता है एनसाइफरमेंट डिजिटल सिग्नेचर देन एक्सेस कंट्रोल. क्लियर? सो सिक्योरिटी अटैक्स यू कैन सी अब सेंडर से रिसीवर के बीच में कोई मैसेज ट्रांसमिट हो रहा है एंड सम अदर पर्सन इन बिटवीन देम कैन चेंज द मैसेज दैट इज द फॉर्जर. क्लियर? So forger may change the message you can see in the diagram also. Is it clear? So an authorized party जिसकी authorized नहीं है they may change the message. Clear? सेंडर से
Yes,
रिसीवर
sir.
तक जाने से पहले इसको चेंज कर दे रहा है. ठीक है. अटैक्स भी आपके हो सकते हैं पैसिव अटैक्स रिलीज ऑफ मैसेज कंटेंट्स. ये देखिए ये हमारा मॉडल है नेटवर्क सिक्योरिटी का. दिस इज द मॉडल फॉर द नेटवर्क सिक्योरिटी. इफ यू सी वी हैव a message on the sender side. So it is first transform into the secret message or secure message through cryptography key with the encryption method. Then it is transmitted through the channel. Then it is again message is secured and it is again decrypt the message with the same cryptography key to the receiver side. So this is the trusted model for the network security. So यहाँ प्लेन टेक्स्ट है स्टार्टिंग में ये साइफर टेक्स्ट में कन्वर्ट हो रहा है और रिसीवर एंड पे साइफर टेक्स्ट प्लेन टेक्स्ट में कन्वर्ट हो रहा है अगेन. ठीक है ना? through decryption method. So this is the model for the communication. I think it is clear to all of you.
Yes, sir.
kindly rejoin the system again because it is going to time out. So that I